Welcome to the Unicorn Convention podcast. I am your host, Finn, and today there are 4 of us sitting at these mics because we watched the Fantastic Four First
2015.
Steps. No, have you seen the?
Nope.
Who cares? I'll ask that later. With me today, who do we have with me today? I have my co-host Jack.
Yes, I am indeed present. I am one of the Fantastic Four for this episode.
I feel like you need a smile. You need more. Like before this, I was told that in a previous intro, it sounded like I just wanted to suffer, and I feel like I just heard that from
Alright,
you.
next episode, I'll just get like a hitman to give me like a Chelsea smile or something, and I'll just wear that the whole thing. Anyways, yes, I'm Jack. I'm one of the Fantastic Four people on this episode.
Yes, and now we're both smiling, so the other 2 people that are also here are going to be creeped out. Who are they?
It's Bailey Franks, and I don't want to be here because I have crippling depression.
And I'm William McGuinness. I'm...
I would like to make it clear I did not laugh.
That doesn't even sound I tried to make
Okay,
it
now I
sound like
laugh.
Will, okay?
Who are you?
Oh my God. I'm Jared, obviously. The 4 from episode 1 have returned.
Yes,
Okay.
it's the original cast.
The pilot peeps, if you will.
So, we want to jump into
The
it.
Fantastic
We
Four.
saw Fantastic Four at 10 a.m.
Yes,
10:15.
Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four
The
First Steps, to be specific.
2025,
F4.
not the 2015 or the 2005 or the 2007 and the 1994 ones. The
1994?
2020
And that weird one to 1996. Oh, 1966.
Lego Batman reference.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to hop into it and fully grasp. We have the Ryan Gosling segment, a segment that has nothing to do with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, we're starting it off with this one this
that
time.
came
Yes.
No.
So we have all written reviews. It has all been filed around, so we can all play this game because I wanted to play this game. I am going to read all 4 of our reviews, which has been sent to producer William, and he has sent them to me, and then we will have to figure out whose is what. So first, I will read out. Fantastic Four: The First Steps was a very enjoyable experience to watch. The retro-futuristic aesthetic provides a really comfortable and homey atmosphere. Shit, this stuff is long! Each of the Fantastic Four characters comes into the film very well established from the get-go, and each of their archetypes and personalities mesh well together. I really enjoy the themes of control of oneself, especially with Reed's character and his intellect, although I believe it was really good. The climax did leave a bit to be desired, as it felt predictable and repetitive.
That's what she said.
Overall, the film did a solid job setting up the world of the Fantastic Four in this context. I can't wait to see what happens next. Okay,
Jared hitting him with the Office reference real quick. Bit of Michael Scott action.
Alright, so everyone find a way to note down in your head or something whose review you think it is. Once I get an assurance from everyone, I will move on to the next one. Oh yeah, for context, this comes from our game that I believe, I don't know who actually created it, but I first heard of it from Bailey called Songopoly, where everyone gives a DJ a different song, and then all the songs are played, and every player then has to guess whose song is what, but you can only guess each player once, and once you move on, you can't change your answer. So, we ready to move on to the next one now?
Yeah.
Yes, so because we're moving on, it means our answers are locked in and we cannot change them if we think the next one might be more suited to that person. As the Songopoly, not creator, I don't take, that was one of my, that
Who
was,
did
that was,
create it?
It was one of my cousins made
Okay,
it.
your cousin is amazing for that. We want to
And
move on to the next one?
I'm pretty sure it. We're going to eventually trademark it and turn it into an actual game, so we may not be able to talk about it.
Who cares? We'll find out. Anyways, so the second review. You know it's a good month when 2 great superhero movies get released. The whole cast was fantastic, insert meme, and it had a great mix of heart, humor, and high stakes. CGI was okay, and the plot wasn't anything too special, but I don't mind it. 'Twas a great experience.
I feel like I might have gotten mine wrong already.
Like your own answer that you wrote?
No, just like the who did what.
Oh,
I remember
Okay.
one time in Songopoly that actually happened. Someone got their own song wrong.
Yeah.
That was...
That was
because it was
big.
2 Charlie XCX songs in a row, and I wasn't thinking...
Yes, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, I'm
There have
trying
also
to...
been times where, like, we've played it with family members and they've got it wrong because, like, the version of the song was a different version than what they thought.
I think I gotta go... Okay, I'm good to go.
You're hot
I
to
am
go.
too. H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
This next one, Felt short and snappy, proved that you could make the increasingly rare under 2-hour runtime work for a superhero film. Ample opportunity for each character's establishment, particularly the Thing trying to establish himself as a regular citizen, and the Human Torch's unspoken riz with the Silver Surfer. Struck a happy medium between the real and fictional worlds. Appreciated the more grounded family-centric approach. I promise you this isn't Vin Diesel saying this. Pedro crying made me cry. He's just so lovable. I thought the Silver Surfer was actually part of the Fantastic Four before seeing the trailers. Giving birth while in orbit is so fucking metal. Of course Australia had to be the weakling. There is an image of a redhead with a beard. I think I'm just gonna show the image to everyone.
Okay, well now I definitely know whose review this is. I already did, but
Yeah.
that confirmed it.
I've got this so wrong.
Okay.
I've screwed this so
We
hard.
all ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
The last one. I love the Thing, but here's the thing. The beard wasn't working for me. They nail the world and capture it well, but it feels like it limits itself from going further by not really having a B plot. And they wasted Natasha Lyonne! Ah!
Wow.
Fair. I don't really think they wasted Natasha Lyonne.
So this isn't Bailey's.
Fuck. Or I could be mind gaming. Because
Could
I
be
do,
mind gaming.
I do love a bit of poker face. I do love the Russian doll.
Yes, you
I
are
do
the
love
actor, which terrifies me.
face.
I do love,
At
but
the
I'm a
focus.
cheerleader.
So we got all ours ready?
Yep.
Okay, so the first review. Who was the first reviews?
Bailey.
Are we gonna guess? Say guesses and then the
Oh, we
person
say our
reveals?
guesses. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For the first review, which I don't really know how to like summarize it. I thought it was Jared.
Yeah, same.
Who did you think it was?
Bailey.
Yeah, it was me.
Ah.
Considering how long it took him to freaking write it, I
The
was like,
thing is, I've read your reviews before, and this very much seemed like a review from you.
but my reviews usually aren't that long.
Well, yeah. So I know the second one I think is yours because the fantastic meme during the movie, one of the characters says it's fantastic, and Jared goes, "Say that again."
And I feel like the whole insert meme thing is very Jared coded. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's when I knew that I got mine wrong.
But yeah, I went for Bailey for the second one.
Yeah, same.
The second one?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
You know, it's a
My
good
one.
month when two great superhero movies get released.
Oh yeah, that was
the whole
Jared's.
cast was fantastic.
That was Jared's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I didn't get it wrong.
You did
I-
get it right.
Yeah, I was really worried because I saw the photo for this next one, and that made me think it was Jared.
Oh, I don't blame you.
I saw that photo immediately, and I thought...
Well, you've got the phone.
Well, yeah, so that's unfair. But even then, okay, for the third one, I guess Jack.
Yeah, I guess Jack.
Same. As soon as I heard, well, what was the? You
The
said
Silver Surfer one?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Riz.
'cause
The
I-
Riz.
He told
Yeah.
that to us
Yeah, it's a very
beforehand,
me-coded thing to say.
after we finished the movie.
Is it so? I changed it before we got to the end, but I did originally have Finn written down because it felt very Finn, and then we got to the point where you said Riz, and I was like, that's not Finn.
Yeah.
I don't say Riz.
I've never.
I feel like you wouldn't say that in a review.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Would I? Oh, I think I nearly said that once. And, if I spoke about Lex Luthor, I would have.
Yeah, well, I'm no Roger Ebert with my reviews, so
I mean, it was hilarious, man. It was amazing. It was fantastic. Was it yours?
say that again.
It was an audio-visual masterpiece with that photo.
Yeah.
It's just like some cricket guy with a beard.
It's
Rugby
rugby.
league, actually.
Rugby, okay.
Actually.
So, Jack, that was yours?
Yes.
Yeah. And then, so the last one.
Is yours. So me and Bailey
You
got
got
all right.
100%.
Woo!
And if you want proof,
Yeah, we're
I-
currently showing proof
yes.
to the other people
50%,
of what we.
that's-
Yeah,
That's technically a
we got
pass.
50. Me and Jack got 50%. Yeah, no, I thought they wasted Natasha Lyonne.
I feel like you either get like you can't get higher than 50, like between 50 and 100%. Like you can't get 3 out of 4 right because one,
Yeah, that's fully.
Yeah.
2 of them have
But
to
you
be
can,
wrong.
you can only get 4 right, 2 right, or 1 right. Now,
Or 0.
now we move on to the zero's an option. Now we move on to expansion pass, which is just us expanding upon our reviews essentially. So
oh no, we don't. It's the second part of the Ryan Gosling.
there's a
segment.
second. Oh my. Oh yeah, I forgot to get that.
That's why I said you should have done that already.
Okay, I got it up. Thank you. So
Jeez, I might actually just keep
We
that
have-
melody in.
Yeah.
We have 5 Fantastic Four movies, but only 4 reviews. I will read each of them and you will guess what it is. Do we want me to say what they are immediately after or at the end?
There are
It's me.
5 movies?
1994,
Yeah, the
2005, 2007,
What was the 94 one?
2015, 2025.
Oh, no.
The 1994 one,
Was that live action?
it's probably worth a Google.
I didn't know that there was a
As
1994
Adam Bent
one.
once said, Google it, mate.
We're really just proving we're really dating this podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, we are because it's obviously aligning with the release of Fantastic Four 2025.
Do we want to jump into it?
Sure.
Why
So,
not?
the first one is the CGI is so bad, but everyone is hot, so it's okay.
The 2005 one?
2005?
Or 2007?
I'm gonna go 2015.
Actually, that might be the
Yeah.
94 one.
Maybe. Are they hot?
I don't know.
Oh my god,
Let's
I
have
gotta
a.
hit the kookaburras. I forgot to close the window.
Shall I?
I know, I think we
No,
give it a status.
Amos.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of atmosphere.
Like a little bit, I guess.
Nah, I'm going
Apparently
95.
90
I mean, no, not 95, 2005.
2000. I'll go 2005 as well.
I'm gonna go 2015. Just for reference, I'm gonna be a big wild card here. Until today, I'd never seen a Fantastic Four movie, so
Same.
yeah, get ready for just chaos.
Okay, so that was the 2005 one.
Yes.
All right.
Ooh, me
so
and Bailey
now-
are on fire.
We are
Jared and
crushing
Bailey
it.
put one finger up, so we're gonna keep track. Next, we have release the Snyder Cut.
2015.
2015.
I'm gonna keep saying 2015 until I get it right.
Okay, this was the 2015 one.
Yeah.
On the board, let's
Yes.
go.
Yep.
I
put
feel like that
another
was
finger
kind
up.
of. I feel like that was kind of obvious.
Yeah, it was kind
Because of just timing.
Wait, but the Snyder Cut came out.
No, I mean like because it wouldn't be the 2000s ones, and it probably wouldn't be the
94.
94 one.
Imagine if that was
And
it.
I think it's too
have
soon.
been the
I think it's too
Release
soon
the
for it
Snyder
to be
Cut
the
of the
2025.
2025 one. I don't know. You want to go to the next one?
Yes.
We have. This is the best
Yeah, bring
Fantastic
bring
Four
back John
movie.
Malkovich.
This is the best Fantastic Four movie made to date.
2007.
2025.
2025.
All wrong. 1994.
Oh,
That's a
of
good
course you would
trick.
throw that red herring.
Wow.
Oh, of course.
I was hoping
Nah.
you would throw a red herring just for the lols. I'm proud of you, Finn.
Yeah.
That's my
I
co-host.
knew there was going to be one that I was going to be like, there's going to be some bullshit about the 1994 one.
Okay.
And I was right.
So now the last one. Why does the Thing look really good in this?
2007?
Yeah, 2007.
Or is it...
2025.
Yeah. I'll stick with 2007.
Yeah, same.
This was the 1994 one again.
Damn it.
I fucking hate you.
How you
I
did
didn't,
this
I didn't
twice?
realize. I thought it was like one review per movie. I didn't
The
realize.
issue is here's the 2007 one. Any movie where Chris Evans is half naked is automatically a good movie. The issue is I needed to do that one before the 2005 one so it could like try and stump you. But I
Yeah.
didn't, so I was like, okay, let me scrap that and just go use this other 1994 one that I got.
Nice. Good job. You tricked us.
Yes, I played the game. I don't know what I'm saying. Expansion pass time?
Yes,
Yes.
How much for the expansion pass? Is it like EA numbers or?
Yeah, is it-
Well, for the low price of listening to this podcast, it is free.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dog.
I know that's a lot to get through. Like listening to my voice is a lot to get through.
Hearing all my
I've been doing that for 9 years, Jared.
True. Also, you're the one that edits these.
Exactly.
So it's like you're the one that has to listen to these.
future Jared.
You're the one that has to listen to your voice the most.
exactly.
So now we essentially just talk about the movie, our thoughts and
Yeah.
stuff. And I do want to quickly jump into a thing because when I was reading the reviews, you disagreed that Natasha Lyonne was. You said that she wasn't wasted. I believe she was.
I feel like
All my
her
friends are wasted.
character kind of served the purpose that it was supposed to, and it didn't make sense for her character to have a bigger role in the movie.
I don't get like what she was doing there though, because like
Just to
what did
sort
her
of-
character do?
I think that Natasha Lyonne. Sorry, bringing back the game from episode 1, episode 2.
One.
Episode 1. Oh my god, I can't stop saying now.
I'll be
Natasha
sorry,
Natasha Lyonne's character was there to ground Ben. Like, it was there to provide kind of a human aspect to Ben, because he's seen as kind of this big, burly, like, rock man, and everyone's like, oh, say the thing, say that's clobbering time, say it.
the line, Bart.
And it kind of grounds his character, and it's like, oh, okay, he's not just this all for show, like, because obviously he lifts up the car for the kids, and then it shows, oh, actually he experiences emotions just like the rest of us. He experiences kind of that little flustery feeling in your stomach when you're talking to Natasha Lyonne, the teacher that teaches the school across the road, and, oh, would you look at that, we both like the same treats from the same bakery, maybe we should go there sometime. And I feel like that was really all that character needed to be. I feel like if she was in the movie any longer, it would have taken away from more important plot points.
I agree. I think that's very, very fair assessment.
I think I was just wondering, like, it didn't really lead into anything, I suppose, kind of thing. Like, so, like, early in the film, Reed is showing Johnny the teleporting egg thing, and that's got to, like, come up later, sort of thing. So Natasha Lyonne's character, I didn't really feel like had any sort of Chekhovian purpose, but I do see that now. It's like it's grounding this concept that he is not viewed as like a monster to these people, but he is viewed in a way as some sort of animated creature with a catchphrase and stuff, and this is grounding him to be like, he is literally still a human inside of himself.
Yeah. And I feel like it also does a great job of juxtaposing, to talk about the 2005 one. In the 2005 Fantastic Four movie, Ben Grimm's wife cannot accept the fact that he's become the Thing and leaves him.
Her name is Debbie. We don't support
Debbie. Debbie Downer.
There we go. And yeah, she leaves him. So it's kind of like a fun little reverse of the situation, where it's like, actually, he was single prior to going up there, and he's come back, and now he has this potential love interest who likes that he's big and strong and shows off for the kids.
And eats cookies.
Yeah, and eats the same cookies that she does. I also feel like, as it is aptly titled The First Steps, I feel like it's setting it up for a relationship that'll probably develop more in the second movie, or the next movie, whichever movie that may be, whether it's Avengers Doomsday, ooh, but we'll talk about that later. Ooh.
Oh, any other thoughts? I don't know, we all got silent for a second.
Yeah, I think my kind of main takeaway is just the fact that the runtime is as short as it is. Like, I feel like, as I mentioned in my review very quickly, the fact that it's less than 2 hours, and yet they were still able to sort of do as much world building as they could within that time frame, it really impressed me, because normally, I'm just going to say this right now, out of us four, I'm like the least qualified to talk about superhero movies, so my thoughts on, world building and just, what to expect are very, you'd be better off asking someone else. Exactly, but yeah, I was really impressed with how they were able to sort of capture everything within that relatively short time frame. And yeah, sort of going off what Bailey said, I really like how, the Thing, throughout the entire film, he's not limited to being one-dimensional, grr, I am the muscle of the group thing. I appreciate the kind of human side that we saw of him. And I also mentioned the Human Torch's kind of will he or won't he thing with the Silver Surfer.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few decent little chuckles out of it. And just the end part where she kind of just cocks him in the whole taking down Galactus. That I found that really funny. And
Jared, do you have anything to say about that?
when I was watching it in that moment, I was just like, Rose Tico, that's how you do it. So for those who don't know, in The Last Jedi, in The Last Jedi, she does a similar thing, and I was just like, a lot of people weren't happy with it. And even though I'm a defender of the movie, I can see why it's like, I feel like they didn't handle that moment the greatest.
I was so sad because I was like, yes, Johnny, get the fuck out of here. Disappear forever. You go, girl.
I didn't want that. Bro, like, Johnny was like the best character.
I just like people suffering.
No. Because I was also under the assumption that we were definitely going to lose Sue. So I was like, if we lose both of the Storms, then what's the point of living?
The issue is I didn't think we were going to lose any of them because like they'd all been casted in Doomsday.
Exactly.
It's a similar thing that happened with
Imagine if the baby
Thunderbolts,
died.
where you presume like one character is going to die because they weren't a part of the cast listed for Doomsday. And like the marketing also showed very little of them.
Yeah. Taskmaster.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. Part of it is I didn't like that though, because I thought, oh, they would all live. So the baiting of, well, Sue literally dies. But I didn't like that execution because to me, I was just waiting for her to be revived.
Yeah. Imagine if they killed the only woman character.
That was the other thing. I was like, wow, they really did slash DEI. Sorry to any American listeners right now.
I don't understand the context.
Because she's a woman. Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah. Oh. So pretty much Bailey's the DEI of this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that joke now. That's a good one.
I also, just to put out like my final thoughts, I really liked, as I mentioned, the Reed Richards, his whole smart, but he feels like he has to be in control of everything. And the fact
be in every film. Oh wait, no, that's the actor.
Pedro Pascal. And the fact that he like loses that. I feel like that's such a potent character arc of like he comes in as this. He has this massive flaw, which is that he thinks he knows everything, and over the time we see it damage his relationships with different characters such as Sue and Johnny, and it eventually gets to a point where he gets proven wrong undeniably, and he cannot like hide from the fact that he didn't know everything, and it kind of, we see it break him, and then he accepts that like he won't know everything. And I thought that that was like a really powerful character moment that I really think that his character was very well written in this movie. And I love that kind of arc of like showing the flaw, showing how it's affected, and then showing how the flaw gets broken, and then it gets and then it gets mended in the end, and he grew as a character.
I love this explanation because admittedly I feel like a kind of downer on this movie. I don't think it was ass. I'm gonna clarify that, but I do be critiqueful where I feel like I didn't fully see that. Like, I don't know for me if I really saw them execute his controlliness distinctly enough. So I didn't, like, they would say, it felt more like a thing where they would say you're very much of a control person or whatever, and it didn't really feel like there wasn't a moment where someone else was possibly taking the lead and he's like, no, wait, I'll do it, sort of thing. Like,
yeah, so it's more of like a, they say it's something, but it's not really true.
A tell, don't show kind of thing.
Yeah, but I do think they do kind of show it, because there are some times where, like, when they went up the first time, they were like, well, you didn't know that, and Reed's gone, well, no, I did. I definitely did know that was a potential outcome.
Oh, he did? Oh.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, no, I did. I meant for that to happen. That was supposed to happen. I knew that.
Plan.
I think I just forget, like, those 2 hours a little bit. I do also want to, I have to move on to this because I want you to talk about Silver Surfer, because after the movie finished, you were going to say something. I'm like, save it for the podcast. And I was very curious about what you had started off saying for it, so I do want to hear about it.
So, Silver Surfer has very interestingly, in my opinion, never been correctly adapted from the comics, because I believe I remember seeing an interview with Stan Lee where he was talking about Silver Surfer as a character, because he was created by Stan Lee, and he said that Silver Surfer was a character that came from such a horrible, war-ridden, harsh world that was not made sustainable for his people to live on. So when he sees a planet like Earth that's so beautiful and rich and full of natural resources that allow people to survive, and they willingly choose to still have wars, then humanity is fundamentally flawed, and therefore that's why they are marked for destruction. But nowhere in this film is that given as the reason for why they are marked for destruction by Galactus.
Yeah, like the world is presented in a very like perfect sort of way. Like very little, like it looks like there's very little wrong with it. Like they're all so bubbly and happy and like, oh, Fantastic Four, we're so in love with you guys. But it doesn't seem like there's that many earth-shattering events. Like, there's, like, low-level crime and stuff. And then there's the whole, like, underground people that they deal with. But it's not really anything to be taken too seriously.
Yeah, there's not really much clarity chosen why their planet is marked for death. I will say one thing, though, is that this is not perhaps the Silver Surfer you're thinking of. Because this is Shalabal.
A woman!
And yes, there is like a woman iteration of Silver Surfer who possibly is not the one that Stan Lee was talking about. But also they do give her a different origin in a way, per se.
A different state of origin.
And I'm not saying that they have to do it like directly from the comics, but I just think that's a really interesting concept for a character, of like a character that has lived on a world that was literally uninhabitable. So he went to another world that was inhabitable, and they're all still making wars and fighting each other anyway. So he's trying to get them to see the beauty of their planet by threatening to kill them.
Yeah, the bright side is that story is a story that does exist. It just has to be in the comics. So if you want to go find that story, you got to go watch the comics.
Watch the comics.
Yeah, stare at them with your eyes. Don't read the words.
Yeah, read the film.
I mean,
instead.
I guess you do kind of watch comics because it's more like pictures than it is words.
I mean, I suppose it's more like I don't know how to describe it, but it's the one effort of like with reading, you have to put effort into it. With watching, your eyes just kind of sit there and stare at this fixed screen concept. So I think it's like hot and cold media. My voice. Take over the mic.
What about slow media?
No, we have already made it a point to nip that in the bud, so we will not be discussing slow media today or any other day.
Yeah, no,
But continue, please.
Do we have any other thoughts on the film?
Yeah, I completely forgot about the whole Pedro, expecting the worst outcome kind of thing. I just want to say...
It was hot.
It is hella relatable to me, like whether I'm at work, doing a uni assignment, or just doing any other kind of benign kind of task. I always prepare for that just so I know how to avoid it. So yeah, Pedro, if you're listening to this, you feel me, man. You get me.
Call us.
Yeah. I will say I loved everyone in the cast, but I'd say Pedro probably was my least favourite. Or Mr. Fantastic, I guess. Johnny was probably my favourite in that movie. He was so funny, but in like a more modern sort of way. But he was very funny. And then Sue Storm was obviously going through like mothership and stuff like that, which was pretty deep. And then The Thing is obviously epic. But yeah.
Yeah. I would say that I do agree, but I feel like it's almost... I don't think it's that Mr. Fantastic is the worst. I think they're all just so good.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
And in different ways. Yeah. And I think I really liked Sue's story arc of going through the whole mother thing. But another thing that I thought was very show don't tell is Johnny being a womanizer. Because in the little film thing at the start, Sue says, "Oh, and here's my brother Johnny. He is disastrously single." And it's kind of like, not that he's a womanizer, but that he loves women, but he just has no game and can't pull. Like, we never see him once interact with a woman in a way like that, aside from Shalabal, kind of.
And even then, it's like he's less trying to put the moves on her and literally just like trying to find out what's going on with her, trying to like make peace with her. Even then, his character is not actually a womanizer, but because he is this young, hot, single guy, people go, oh, he's like I guess they presume he's the womanizer or something, or he's the ladies' man.
When
but they don't actually think he is.
Yeah, well, I remember when he got cast, it was a lot closer to Stranger Things Season 4, so people were originally upset. But I feel like it's been so much time gone past since then that people are a lot more accepting of it, and I thought Joseph Quinn did a very good job.
Stranger Things Season 4 was 3 years ago.
I can't believe it. It's like, I'm happy that they're making long episodes for us to enjoy, because like no other show does that. But it also does suck that comes at the cost of waiting 10,000 years for any season.
Okay, so before we move to the next segment, I do want to talk about one thing because I have looked at Letterboxd and people are noting one thing that I find hilarious, and they're referring to the baby in similarity to Renesmee from the Twilight series, if you understand what I mean by that. Okay, so I'm honestly going to search it up, but basically, the last Twilight movie, Bella has a child.
Yeah, I do know.
And the child rapidly ages, and they do some terrifying visual effects with it. So this image that I'm showing them now is what I mean, and like people are thinking of as Renesmee.
I don't think the baby looked that bad.
I agree.
Yeah, I think people overreact. I think that's one thing I will say is people really overreact when it comes to bad CGI. Like, either say it's bad and then I go, it's not really that bad, or it's bad and I'll be like, I agree, but it's like, there's so many worse things to be wrong with the movie than CGI. Like, I feel like people really can just get over it. Like, it's not
unless
that big
it
of a
is
deal.
like Black Widow falling out of the sky levels of shit.
Oh yeah, no, that's the one. The Black Widow movie, that's like the one exception.
I feel
But
like
only
even
that
then,
scene.
you just like watch older movies and you will say that is shit or CGI because that was also like the best CGI that they could do at the time. But it's more so people are just like their standard has increased, whatever. I think I don't even think the baby was maybe an issue, but it was the baby surrounding. Like there's the parts where the baby is on Galactus's hand.
Yeah.
And that would take me out of it. But I don't ever feel like it was the baby. It was just something about the setting felt very fake and like not real.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was the baby. It was more so this just comparison of the baby and the hand just did not seem like they were in the same location kind of thing.
Like it definitely wouldn't be a problem for me because recently I've been rewatching an old Disney show and oh my god, the effects in that are awful.
I need to know what show.
Lab Rats.
Oh, you're watching peak there.
I know, it's such a good show. I love it. But like, oh my god, the effect, like I honestly respect, in hindsight they're so bad, but I still respect that they tried it because it was peak for a kid who barely noticed.
It also feels like those effects work in the show.
Yeah.
Like
as long as you can show me something and I can sort of, it's like reading. You can't see, but you visualize the words. And it's almost like CGI, and it's really bad, but you understand because like the budget is the same thing. You can be like, this looks really computer game-ish, but I can like visualize what it would look like if it was good.
Yeah. Also, fun fact that I didn't realize, Principal Perry voices Naruto.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
This is Jared just learning about that now. So do we have any more thoughts, or we want to move on to the next segment, which is about ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Bailey is pushing me off a cliff, so I'm going to move on to the next segment, which is...
That's definitely what that gesture was.
It's... So this segment is just titled Trailer Watch in Hindsight, because it's a thing I do where I avoid watching trailers. Avatar 3 trailer, I literally did not look at when it appeared in the movie. Apparently it's got to come out next week online, but I was here just being like look down, and I do that with a lot of things. And after the movies come out, I then watch the trailers. So I wanted us to all watch the trailer in hindsight and kind of see maybe like how good it does or how bad it does in showing. This will be the dubbed official trailer. It's going to play now. You guys ready?
Yes. Just before we start, I want to say I also now don't watch trailers because I was let down by the 2016 Suicide Squad because the trailer was so good and the movie was so arse.
That was so many years ago, though.
He doesn't let go.
Well, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
That was Fantastic Four.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
That actually showed up.
I was going to say that also.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic. You're late.
Say that again.
What do you mean, what do I need? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We We're gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing's going to change.
And then it all changed.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. It has to be us.
And then they all die.
We will protect you.
And we're back.
I'm so glad we watched that because it reminded me of something very important that I have to say, which is when they come back from discovering Galactus, they then tell the entire Earth that they have the option to just defeat Galactus by giving away the baby. They have had no PR training. Why would you not just not just lie about it? Why would you not just say, he has said that Earth looks like the most delicious planet he's ever seen, so he's gonna eat us next. Like,
well, they probably thought, oh, they would understand, and then I guess it was just part of the movie because it was the moment
there's
of
also like you fall into what is it, lie reveal sort of thing where like they would lie to people, and then because they lied to people, that eventually has to be revealed, kind of thing. Like there needs to be a reason. Like
yeah, but how? Because like obviously the baby being wanted by Galactus is kind of important, but like the rest of the world doesn't know that. They weren't there, and they're not going to be there. They're going to be underground when Galactus comes, so they're never ever going to find out that that was like a viable option. Like they could have just said, I don't know, from the beginning, instead of revealing, we have a way to save everyone, but we're going to actively choose to not do it. Sorry, guys.
I kind of like how they did that, though, because then you have Sue's moment of, like, meet my son. He's cool. Like,
yeah, that's what I was trying to allude to. Like, it was kind of necessary for the plot to go where it
I
went.
mean, it's more so, like, that's the solution to the problem they created with that. While they would have had to then, if they didn't do that, they would have to then do the timeline of the lies reveal thing.
Yeah.
Whole, like, narrative.
And
like,
I mean, what they should have just said is, like, how do we know that this all-powerful being is not lying to us? Who, like, gives them the babe. It's like, okay.
It's like, okay, thank you for giving me the baby. I'm still going to eat your planet.
I mean, that's what he was literally going to do at the end.
Yeah.
Like, he was leaving because I think because they didn't make a proper deal, he was going to take the baby and then also destroy the planet kind of thing.
Yeah.
But looking at that trailer, I feel like I'm going to look at the other ones later because I did hear a thing of someone saying that, like, the trailers are 90% things you see in the first 5 minutes. And as we were watching that movie, I was going like, oh, I understand what they mean because they give you, like, a lot of footage of the superheroes doing superhero things, which can seem like action moments that you can put in a trailer. Like, it's built very well in that manner.
Yeah, it doesn't give too much away.
Jack, do you have anything to add?
It was one of the trailers of all time.
I mean, okay, I will say I never like when a trailer shows the third act. And they do that a lot, and it kind of makes sense, but I feel like you should never show the third act in a trailer.
Unless you're trying to trick the audience in some way, and it's clever. Like, I was going to say I hate to use this as a reference, but that's a lie. I actually do like using this as a reference. For the Deck of Deceit trailer, we intentionally used a line from the judge in the end, but in an out of context. So you think it means something, and then it actually means something else. Like, I mean, most people who've watched Deck of Deceit probably didn't even see the trailer, but I just thought I'd bring it up.
I forgot the trailer.
mood. I will say a lot of my kind of the reason why I was kind of silent with regards to this trailer is because I was too locked into getting ready to watch the F1 movie when those trailers were playing. So I will admit that right now. But I mean, yeah, it's a trailer. It does its job.
Yeah, this was the first time I saw that trailer. Even then, I kind of hear the sounds when I'm like looking down, and I don't even know if this maybe was the trailer that sometimes was playing before some movies, but I feel like there was another one that I missed because I feel like there's like a lot of yelling from Johnny at the end of one of the trailers that I want to find that one because I was always curious to watch that one. But overall, it kind of just seems like a simple trailer. It just does its job. It shows you the third act. I think it does a lot of good things of being able to hide and do a lot of stuff early in the movie so you don't get too spoiled. But anything that involves like Galactus and Silver Surfer typically are things that you pinpoint them too easily, and that's the only thing I kind of dislike. But you got to advertise Silver Surfer and Galactus to get people to watch the movie. I just don't like third acts being shown in trailers because then I'm like waiting for the third act to happen. So I'm like, I know this is gonna happen. I know this is gonna happen.
I get that.
Isn't that just how movies work? You wait for the third act.
Yeah, but it's like that. So there was an Instagram ad of Johnny like with Ben in the sky being like, "Say the line, Ben, say the line, Ben," and that's from the third act. Yeah. And that randomly popped, and I really had been waiting for that scene for a while.
Yeah, actually, that is the one scene I was waiting for.
The other scene I was waiting for is the scene where Ben crushes the pillars.
And
I was like, when are we going to see that? Yeah. And then that was also in the third act.
Yeah, that is like the main thing of why I try and avoid this stuff. But I suppose we have reached the end now, and we got to give our star ratings on our socials. Which one do you want to do first?
I think we do ratings.
Wait, are we going to do the special rating that we discussed before?
Yes, we have discussed that every single one of our ratings has to have it has to be out of. No,
it says to be 4 out of something, so it's the reverse rating. So it has to be 4, but out of whatever you decide.
Okay, I've got mine in my head. Do y'all have yours?
I'm just going to go first because the reason I came up with this idea is because when I was thinking of my Letterboxd rating, I was like, I think 4 stars out of 5, and I thought, 4 stars. That's pretty hilarious, and then that's how I came up with the idea. But yeah, my boring answer is 4 out of 5.
I'm going to join you with an equally as boring answer of 4 out of 5.
Whoa.
So the same answer.
Yeah.
It's exciting. What about you, Jack?
I'm going to be contrarian and say 4 out of 6 because, again, having not seen any of the previous films, I feel like I might have been missing a few sort of little context clues, but overall it was a very good introduction to the entire franchise for me. So yeah, 4 out of 6. Why not?
Yeah, I have 4 out of 6 as well, kind of thing, where I would rate it a different way. Like I have a rating.
3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, immediately that's the rating I'm thinking of, but it's more like a 66% kind of thing, and I feel like that's where I sit. But maybe I need to rewatch it to stew on it more.
Do you think it? Actually, I will ask this. Do you think it's the best Fantastic Four movie?
If I had to choose between all of the ones at my selection, I would choose that one. I would love to rewatch the 2015 one because when I watched that, I actually didn't think it was shit. Bear in mind, I watched it 10 years ago, and my brain was much different back then. But I was like, this is a movie. This does its job or something. But I think of all of them, if I had to get one repeated, I think I would go for that one. I think it's the best so far. It's just, we'll be back in 10 years for one in 2035.
I think it's... Unfortunately, just because those Fantastic Four 2000s movies was so much of my childhood, I think it's probably alongside the 2015 one. It doesn't have as rewatchable of a quality. Like the 2005 ones, they're not the greatest movies ever. They're a little bit camp, not gonna lie, but that just adds to the rewatchability. Like you could watch it over and over again, and it's still gonna be as corny and as silly, and as those funny jokes that happen every time.
Some of those jokes haven't aged well. I gotta
most of them haven't.
Did your husband give it to you?
So, Jared, where can they find us on social media?
They can find us
on... What the fuck? Yeah, I'm going to clock you on that for a second. Okay.
Okay.
Take two?
Take two, yeah, we're going to take...
Interactive.
We were trying
Yeah,
something.
that's
We were
fine.
trying something new.
Trying something new, something interesting. So you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, which TikTok is now actually out. Like, when we recorded the last episodes, it wasn't out at the time of recording, but it is now, so that's a good little tidbit for
False
you.
advertising.
We're TikTok stars now, yeah. So we got
At Nanobot Studios.
Yeah, I should probably
yeah, that is the important
Yeah.
part. But other than that, we have nothing much else to say now. So I'm just gonna say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Hey, so we're back. Welcome to the post-credit scene
Of this podcast.
where we discuss the post-credit scene of the film, which
So
Bailey
original.
did not see.
I didn't. I was busy checking my phone because I got a message from work. So I was not paying attention during the end credit scene.
Yeah. So, but you know what it is.
Oh
in
yeah,
a
I know.
way?
I remember what it was.
Yeah. Well,
Like I was paying attention.
let's just get
Yeah.
the second one out of the way first.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was cute.
that was nice. It kind of seemed like a thing of like they made it for like a background part of other scenes, and you need the full thing to complete that. And then they just go, hey, so this is the final thing, and like let's actually just show it to them. I thought that was sweet. That was nice.
It's cute. Very, like, similar to Superman.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about the Superman ones after this recording because of something I found online about them. That's fun with them. But we jump to the first post credit scene now. I wish they showed us Robert's face.
Yeah.
For reference, Doom. That's the one where Doom.
Yeah,
comes
Doctor
in
Doom.
with the
I wish
baby.
we got to see Doctor Doom's face because otherwise, I admittedly feel like it's a nothing burger kind of thing. It gives a little bit of context of you understand a bit more about like the next bit of the narrative for Doomsday, but it's just like I wish we got to see what he looked like. It would have been such a cool thing to do that. Instead, it feels very disattached. Like anyone could have been wearing the hood. Like we don't actually know if that was Robin in that scene.
Exactly. I think that's probably
I
why.
was like, who is that? And I saw a mask. I was like, oh, that's who that is.
Yeah, I feel like I highly doubt it, but they could be leaving it there just in case there is potential for a recast, because I know there's been a lot of outrage about Robert Downey Jr. being Doom.
But they're filming it, right? Like it's been filming for at least a few months now.
Yeah, but it would be crazy if they did a switcheroo and at the last second Robert Downey Jr. was actually not even Doom.
Actually, that would be hilariously genius. Like fake marketing.
kind of
Jonathan Majors.
Kind of like a
That would be a major confusion.
kind of like a Mandarin situation.
Oh, I love that.
Iron Man
Don't touch
3.
the face. I'm an actor.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of smart. I like that. Who knows? But I
I
find
don't think that's what's going to happen, but it's fun to speculate.
I want that that's my headcanon now. You've made that my headcanon. I want that to happen. But also, how many years after it? Was it 4 years after?
Yeah, 4.
So they now have been the Fantastic Four for 9 years. That's one thing I find interesting is like, why are they doing that? Like, why did we have this movie and it's set like 4 years before Doomsday?
To set up the Fantastic Four.
Come on, Finn.
And also... Come on, Finn! And also, I feel like it's kind of setting up for a new era of Marvel movies, too. And I feel like superhero movies in general kind of like their timelines.
Yeah.
And, like, we saw that in the Superman movie where it says, like, 3 centuries ago...
That was so
The
fun.
thing, there's
Yeah.
three
James
3
Gunn,
decades
baby.
ago.
3 hours ago.
That was added in a test screening.
3
like
minutes
after
ago.
a test screening, they decided to add that.
Actually, I will. A little tidbit about my review. The whole reason I said 2 good superhero movies in a month was because Superman. Like that was the other one. Just in case you didn't pick that up.
I would hope they picked that up. I
Yeah.
hope they
Yeah,
go
what
watch
other
that
superhero
one.
movies would have come out this month?
I also saw an edit of like, why was that one scene slow-mo when they're all celebrating in the end? And then it's like, oh, we know why. And it zooms in on the busty blonde reporter because she's jumping up and down in her boobs.
Oh, that's.
And I was like, so James Gunn did know what he was doing.
I think that's a good way to wrap
Let's
it
go
up.
back to Fantastic Four. I think part of it is because Franklin is going to have relevance. Bailey is laughing.
Jared said, when I made that comment, Jared's like, oh, well, that seems like a great thing to wrap up on. And then you kept talking.
I don't want to wrap up on that. Okay, but part of my thought is they need that first movie because they need Franklin to grow up because he's going to have some relevance in Doomsday. That's actually partially why I think they needed to do the time jump. Because they need to introduce Franklin in this movie.
Time jump again.
Also, I hate that they made him blonde. If they had made him brown-haired, I could have played him as like an adult/teenager.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Exactly.
I don't know. I can see Bailey as like the offspring of Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not the most far-fetched thing.
Yeah. There's been a lot worse.
I feel like I do kind of look... I feel like if there's anyone on the cast I look the most similar to, I would argue it's probably Joseph Quinn.
Yeah.
Who is
white.
I mean, technically,
I was going to say...
Three of them are white. One of them, but one of the white people is like a rock guy. You could play the Thing's son.
I was going to say that, like... Because... Never mind.
Because never mind.
You would just be like this like pebble in his hand on screen, and you'd be like, "Hey, Dad."
Hey, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
And
me.
you'd be like, "Can we play
Pebble.
catch?" And he just throws you.
Whoa.
Well,
I hit the wall. I'm okay.
that's a good note to end on. So, thank you guys for listening, and that's a wrap.